And now to other major developing news. Former President Donald Trump is now the first president to ever be criminally charged and convicted.
A jury of 12 New Yorkers deliberated less than 10 hours. This afternoon, they returned guilty verdicts on 34 counts of falsifying business records.
Each of those counts were related to hush money payments made to adult film actress Stormy Daniels to keep an alleged affair out of the public eye during the 2016 presidential elections. Trump spoke following today's verdict.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. But the real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists, and they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
And of course, all this happening right in the middle of Trump's third presidential campaign.
Yeah, timing very difficult. The conviction does not prevent him from running, but it could impact his push for a second term. Callan Gray is here, and Callan, this is already deepening the political divide that we've been seeing.
Trump's Minnesota campaign chair, Congressmember Tom Emmer, placed the blame on Democrats after the verdict, saying they, quote, pulled off the biggest sham in U.S. history. The party continuing to support Trump, who just headlined a fundraiser for the state GOP 2 weeks ago.
The real verdict is going to be November 5th.
Former President Donald Trump could face 4 years in prison after a jury found him guilty of all 34 counts.
And given the fact that this is a first offense for him, he has no violent behavior, it's unlikely he's going to see any type of time in prison or jail.
David Schultz, a political science and law professor, expects the former president will capitalize on the moment. Outside court Thursday, Trump saying, quote, this was done by the Biden administration in order to hurt an opponent.
Trump has been able to use his legal problems very effectively to help him. It's still possible that this guilty verdict could even motivate Trump's supporters.
Trump's sentencing is set for July 11th, just days before the Republican National Convention.
There is no way Donald Trump will not be the Republican nominee for president.
Carleton College Emeritus Professor of Political Science Stephen Scheer says it will take time to get a pulse of how voters feel. A recent KSTP Survey USA poll shows 88% of Trump supporters in the survey would vote for him even if he was found guilty.
One thing that Minnesota Republicans know is that the base of their party is very strongly pro-Trump. And so it would be very risky for any Republican candidate in Minnesota in the short term to distance themselves from President Trump based on this court decision.
The Minnesota Republican Party chair in a statement after the verdict saying, quote, we stand with former President Trump.
He's got an incredible loyalty. His issue isn't with his supporters. His issue is with that very small percentage of undecided or swing voters that are out there.
This is a close presidential race in the national polls, in the Minnesota polls, in the swing state polls. A conviction like this could really shake up a very close race in ways we cannot predict.
That KSTP Survey USA poll from mid-May also showed Trump and President Biden were tied among independent voters, 36% each. The Biden campaign today urging voters to reject Trump in November. Our experts say the former president has 30 days to file an appeal, and a decision on any appeal could stretch into next year, well after the election, Lindsay.
Callan, thank you. And Trump will return to court Tuesday, July 11th to be sentenced. He can still appeal today's verdict.